name is Echo, y'all.
This
What
is
up?
K
Welcome to my
Talk.
section. I've been thinking the same, about to drop a little knowledge in this bitch for change until the head's not. We've been rough from the jump, now everybody just shut the fuck up. Welcome to my
check it out.
section. Y'all just sit and relax, so when I step up to the stage, I'm just spitting the facts until they...
There's much more to bodybuilding than just building muscle. Character building, confidence, integrity, how to lose, how to win, the work ethic. That's bodybuilding.
Who do you think's going to win Olympia? Who's ready?
So let me say this.
And Regan's not doing it.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
Did he? I didn't see why. I know he went on Cutler to talk about why he wasn't doing it.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is,
But do you know why?
Regan's
I don't know
very
why.
well known, and people watch him, and everybody's in the loop. Instagram's huge, the YouTube stuff, and then he's got Jay, talking.
Yeah, but why did he decide not to do it?
He needs to be bigger. But the thing is a normal bodybuilder, a person like me, no, not even me, a normal bodybuilder, if they stop doing Olympia, they aren't talked about or anything like that.
No, Regan will always be talked about.
They're going to stop thinking about him when Olympia comes the next year after that. Then it's kind of like...
Regan's like a superstar, though.
You kind of lose that spot a little bit.
Nah,
Regan's different. He could take this year off.
He has that.
He's gonna get fucking really huge. He's gonna his muscles bellies are gonna stick instead of like
He's
doing a
got that-
show deflating.
He's got that it factor.
He does.
Just as a human being, though. Like, put it this way, and I'll say this, even if Regan wasn't a bodybuilder, I think he'd be a superstar.
He's a really good dude.
That's why he'd be a superstar. Yeah. I think he's a superstar.
Yeah, when I see him, I don't really look at him like that.
No, obviously because he doesn't act like that.
I tell him like, I'm coming.
It's funny as we've seen him at sushi, we've seen him at the gym. He's been here before with Milos. He's an amazing guy, but he's one of those guys. He has that it factor. There's very few men that have that.
He's going to do very well in business after.
I think he should get involved in business now. To be honest,
you can do both. I think
he's still young, but yeah, this. Is
full on business though.
He should, but I think he should start something. I don't even know what he's involved in. He could already be doing shit, and we don't even know about it.
I think he's going to be big, not just in bodybuilding.
Dude, you know what he has? Let's just be honest. He has like kind of what Arnold Schwarzenegger had.
A little bit.
There's a few bodybuilders. I think you can pick like 10 bodybuilders that had that.
One person that has that.
Let's go. Let's do that.
Flex Lewis. That dude, he has some type of presence or whatever on stage that when he came out, and I was in the skybox watching him, all the other bodybuilders came out, and I was like, oh, they look fucking huge. They look bigger than the open guys. They're shorter, wide. He came out and he put off some energy. I don't really talk like this much, but you felt it and you're like, what the fuck? Every pose is perfect, crisp. I'm way far away seeing this, and it's like he takes everybody's energy and throws it out. I don't know. Some famous people do that with singing and shit too, but he has that.
Yeah.
And it's great.
I feel like Cutler had that.
I think Cutler does. I think Regan does also.
I feel like there's guys, if they would have gotten out of bodybuilding at a certain time, they could have had a career in something else. And they could have been amazing at whatever they did. Yeah. I feel like Cutler's one of those guys that could obviously he stayed with bodybuilding. That was his whole career. Yeah. He did amazing. He's doing amazing after. But there's just those few guys that you look at that there's top level, there's great bodybuilders. There's some guys that just have that it factor.
Yeah.
Who else do you think was like that? If we had to name 10 guys in bodybuilding. So we just did,
Arnold was the first one.
We just named 3. We named 4. You got Arnold starting. Arnold doesn't count though. We're saying the guys that have the it factors that they could do anything if they got outside of bodybuilding. Flex Lewis, he has a podcast now. I started checking him out. Dude, he's just like a man's man. And I feel like it's not just bodybuilders that he's interviewing. He's interviewing comedians.
I think Flex Wheeler would have also. He had that shine, but I think he had more maybe personal stuff going on that he wanted to figure out first before he could find it. I don't even really know.
I don't think he had.
He has that presence though, where it just stands out.
Not for me. He wouldn't go on the list. We have to agree to this list. Okay, so let's go over this real quick, because this is going to be our last topic. We agree Flex Lewis had that it factor.
He did.
We agree that Jay Cutler has that.
He does.
Okay. We agree that Regan has that.
Does, yeah.
Okay, so we got to pick 7 more bodybuilders that had that. No, it's not. It's not, because there are some guys out there that fucking had it. You know who else had it?
Girls too.
Women too. Let's add those. Yeah. I'm gonna mess her name up, but
Larissa had that.
No. Well, a lot of people don't know who that is.
Yeah, they do.
How much? Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't know though, but she's successful in business already. Yeah. She's very successful. But I'm talking. She's successful in business. I'm talking about people that could have gone on to acting. I'm gonna put it this way: Regan does modeling, and he does really well.
You know who could have is
I have one.
The one who played Arnold. Fucking.
He could have. He
did in a way.
Yeah.
Callum. He'll make a comeback.
How do you say his last name?
Von Morger.
Yeah.
I called him out, and he blocked my ex.
Yeah, he should have blocked you. I'm trying to think how to say her name. Yoshina? I'm gonna mess it up. Am I messing up?
Oh,
for women, she has that it factor.
She does too.
She has that it. Like she has that.
You just seen Yershna.
What is it?
Yershna?
Yershna? That's how you say it?
You just met her, huh? Over at...
I haven't met her.
You see her in the...
No. I've seen her. I've seen her pictures. She's trained with Milos.
She's a pro dancer. Before she did bodybuilding.
This is what I'm talking about with her.
She's a salsa dancer.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with her. She's international.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Flex is international. Jay was international. Regan is international. She is international. That's what makes them that's what makes them global superstars.
I can't think of anybody else, straight up.
There's got to be some other women. Any other women that you can think? No, I can't. I feel like...
Damn, that list is too long. Maybe just 5.
Do you think Jen Doherty has that?
No.
No? I feel like there's something special about her, but I don't think she is out there. Jen, it's Jen Doherty.
Our friend Jen.
No, Jen, she won the bikini last year.
Oh, no. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Do you think she could ever have that?
If she has someone push her, yeah. But that's with a lot of these. They can't do it by themselves.
See, because I feel like
me, I need someone to push me or I need a reason why.
How do you say her name? I'm going to mess it up. Yershna. I feel like Yershna is a bigger star than Jen Doherty. Global. Like, you know what?
She disappeared for a while. She was even bigger.
Yershna?
Yeah.
Really?
I've hung out with her a few times at pool parties and stuff in 2010 to 13. Yeah, it's super nice. And then she disappeared. And then now she's making a comeback and she's not even as known as before.
She is, because like she was huge in Colombia. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're going down south.
Yeah, but in South America, she's massive. Massive. Like women love her. That's the thing. That's what it takes. See, I think for them to be global superstars, you know, like an Arnold, like a Regan, like a Jay, it's not the opposite sex that has to like them. It's the same sex that has to like them. Like I look at Regan, I go, that dude's cool.
Yeah.
You know, but if you see like when you're saying Flex, I'm like, nope, too many people. And I'll say it. I thought Flex was an ass.
Yeah, he didn't like me at first.
No, when I met Flex, it was like, Flex got me confused with the client. And I'll tell this story right now. I'm training my client, Eric. Our friend is he's a professional poker player. Okay. Eric is a very, very well-off man. He got really rich first, and now he's going to be super famous.
Yeah. Eric
will be very, very... He's already a famous poker player.
He's a cool dude.
Very cool guy. Well, someone pointed at me while I was training him and said, oh yeah, that guy owns all the tropical smoothies here in town. And Flex thought it was me, but it was Eric. But I'm training Eric. So he didn't even pay Eric any credit. He came up and was like, oh, hey, you know, I've got this supplement. I would love to add it to your line, a tropical smoothie. And I'm like, I don't know, in a tropical smoothie. And like he's talking and Eric is just smiling the whole time while he's talking to me. I said, oh yeah, cool, man. Yeah, well, let me finish up my client. We can talk later. And I looked at Eric and Eric's just like shaking his head laughing, you know? And I was like, someone probably pointed us and he goes, no, he's like, I know. And you know how Eric is.
Yeah.
You know, so like to Eric, that would be comical, you know? But that's where I looked at him and I was like, wow, he's an opportunist. I don't like that. So you're not a global star. If you have to look at someone for that opportunity, you're not a global superstar. You have to have people coming up to you for that opportunity.
Yeah.
That's what makes you so. That's where Flex Wheeler would not be on the list at all. ever.
I see.
That's my. So you're right, dude. We've only
I'm not going
picked.
to go up to somebody for a picture.
We've only picked 4 people. Well, Lou Ferrigno was kind of like that, but I feel like nah, B-rated, huh? Let's be honest.
Not even close.
Who in the 80s, out of the 80s, what bodybuilder would have had that it factor? I got one. Tom Platz.
Oh yeah, he would have.
He totally would have.
I think he did some acting, didn't he?
I don't know. I have no idea if he did, but
he's probably more into working out and training, to be honest, and passed up his opportunity.
I watched a movie with him.
That is badass.
Hold on, I watched a movie with him that he put out, and it had to be the early 80s. And it's on YouTube. We got to show it. It was okay. So this is when I was going through the very first part of the separation.
Yeah.
And I was just devastated. I watched this video every morning for like 3 months straight. It was my get up and watch every morning. He motivated the shit out of me. And his whole line, it was very simple. It was like, he was like, breakups make bodybuilders.
Some people will never like you because I believe your spirit irritates their demons. You want to be strong? Learn how to be alone. My girlfriend, Corinne, left me for my training partner. It devastated me. It rocked my world. It hurt me so bad. I went to the gym and my ex-training partner and my ex-fiance were kissy face, huggy bear in the gym, and I'm there at the same time with me. Use this hurt as fuel, as energy. I decided to take all that energy and put it into the gym. I would train like every day, and every day I look better and better. I'm in the mirror, I'm scared of myself in the mirror. Look at training as something that builds character, work ethic. Look at training as something that really builds confidence. Look at training that shows you how to fail and shows you how to get up and win. There's much more to bodybuilding than just building muscle. Character building, confidence, integrity, how to lose, how to win, the work ethic. That's bodybuilding as far as I see it.
Yeah, I do.
And he talks about it. And he talks about, he's like, you know, I had my fiance and I had my training partner, and, you know, she left me and now she's with my training partner and I'm having to watch them play kissy face at the gym. And I'm like, who the fuck does that sound like, first of all? My old training partner that he only trained with us except for when we were doing legs. He wouldn't train with us when he did legs. No legs.
Did he train?
Not really, dude. He's like whack. Anyways, though, Tom Platz talked about that, and I literally went through that.
Yeah, we did go to the gym with him.
Yeah, he went to the gym with us, but I went through that. I went through what he would talk about.
I'm kidding.
But he's talking about how bodybuilding, you know, saved his life and how it turned him around and how he became something so much more.
Yeah.
And it's like a 15-minute video. It's the most motivational video I've ever seen. So anyone going through a bad breakup, type in Tom Platz motivational video.
He's just very positive, and he details things with big words too.
Dude, that video was him and Joe motivated me so much during my training.
Joe's a badass.
Yeah,
I say that every video, but I can't explain the guy.
That was it for me.
He needs to come on here.
He will.
It'll help us talk about stuff too. He's very smart,
intelligent, super intelligent. But I feel like Tom Platz had that.
I'd say so.
He was very.
I think he's more chill and doesn't care about that stuff.
He doesn't. That's the biggest thing.
He's not that guy.
But he was very well known as a bodybuilder. He is known for having the greatest legs of anyone in any.
He did.
He had the greatest legs.
His intensity for legs is insane.
Well, put it this way:
whatever body part you have on you that's amazing, your intensity is higher than every other one because it could be exactly the same if the intensity was just as high to tear.
I remember guys here recently at Dragon's Lair. They were trying to break his record, and these are some strong dudes. I've watched them squat, and they were trying to beat Tom Platz's, like, for how many reps he got with was it 400 pounds or something?
Yeah, there's just a difference.
Who are the guys? Do you know the guys? And these dudes are like, they squat, man. They're strong. Yeah. Like, hats off to both these guys that went after Tom Platt's record here. I feel like there's one guy.
There's the middle ground of serenity and whatever they say in fucking X-Men.
You know, I believe that true focus lies somewhere between rage and serenity.
I feel like one got close, like, to his record.
Where they're just fucking insanely crazy, pain don't matter, and you go.
Yeah, I feel like there's one guy, the guy that was trying to break the record, and we should probably look up his name. I'll do some research so we can pop it up and show him.
We gotta get Stan Efferdine in here and go train with him.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I would fucking love
heard
that.
Stories
Please.
about him.
Stan, we gotta train again, man. We used to train a lot.
Yeah. So this guy, though, there's two guys that were at Dragon's Lair and they tried to break Tom Platt's record. Didn't happen. But could you imagine? Tom Platt set this record 30, 40, more than 30 years ago, like 40 years ago. And it still has not been touched.
No.
So that's the kind of animal that he was.
Yeah, he's not normal. It's there's that spot everybody gets that pain and then they quit maybe or something like that. He hits the pain and he just focuses on something else and focuses straight towards that, and it doesn't bug him to stop.
Can you think of anyone else from the 80s that could have been a global worldwide star? I can only think of Tom Platt in bodybuilding. And I'm not saying there's not great guys.
Prestige,
and not great,
worldwide, wide. We put liquid paper on a bumblebee and it died.
I not saying there wasn't great bodybuilders during that time. So there's amazing bodybuilders. I mean, you got Lee Haney, you got a lot of great, phenomenal bodybuilders. But something about Platts that stands out above all of them, even though, you know, he never won like a Mr. Olympia or anything like that, but he's a megastar.
Probably fucking Dorian Yates, because he was
Dorian Yates is still kind of 90s though. But I don't no. Bodybuilding, yeah, but not that.
Whatever he wanted to do, he would be good at it. Great.
No.
I don't know about... I mean,
listen, he's he's a great bodybuilder. He's called the Shadow for a reason.
What about a famous person that could be a bodybuilder? What about the girl in the Alien? Huh?
Who? Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah, that lady.
You think she could have been a bodybuilder?
She could have done physique. Or figure, I mean.
Sigourney Weaver?
No, what's her name in that Alien movie or whatever? We just watched it. She fucking jumped on a big fucking butt plug and shit. That weird fucking video that we did.
Wait, what?
Oh, that was weird. No, that what is it called? The strangest everything of whatever things.
Oh, are you talking about Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
What did she jump on?
Remember that weird fucking movie we watched and they're like fucking trying to like change into souls or something?
What did she jump on?
Fucking no, dude.
You guys love that movie. Tell me.
She did. No, but it just came to mind. I don't know.
There was a butt plug in that movie?
Yeah, remember the fucking trophy that was a butt plug and they're like, you gotta do weird shit to fucking change into different universes?
Oh my lord.
But they're like, we're shoving this up our ass. So they jumped up in there. Token. Extra live.
Jamie Lee Curtis was Halloween, not Aliens. Aliens was Sigourney Weaver. Predator?
Who fucking knows? But that girl, she was jacked.
Predator?
I don't know. I think she was an alien, wasn't she?
Who was the most jacked female actress ever?
Her.
No. I think the chick that played Sarah Connor in Terminator. She could
have done figure too. Back then.
In the early 90s.
I think she went to Gold's Gym too.
She was jacked in the second Terminator, not the first one. The second one, the first one, she was actually gorgeous. Like she had that 80s like hair fluff. You know, like where they had like the feathered look. What is Sarah Connor's real name? We're gonna look that up. She was a good looking woman in the 80s.
She was pretty ripped. Her shoulder tie-in.
It was the early 90s. She was jacked in T2. Terminator 2, that's what it was. Who else? Who else could have been a bodybuilder? I don't
fucking know.
You know who could have done bikini?
Who?
And done really well? Linda Hamilton. Who could have done bikini and was really hot back in the 80s and early 90s?
Who?
I forgot her name.
Huh? Fast and Furious.
Who? The Michelle whatever?
No, she didn't eat. What's his name's girl? Brian. Vin Diesel? He was jacked at one point pretty good. He could have been a men's physique.
Yeah, he'd been a board short guy. I don't think he likes squats.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a guy that would squat.
Man, he was so cool on Triple X. After that, I was just like, what the fuck happened?
Triple X was not cool.
It was cool. I was 10 years old, bro. I just wanted to ride dirt bikes.
That movie was horrible.
I had a 1980.
What was the worst line from Triple X?
Oh, man.
There were so many horrible lines in Fast and the Furious, but they're so quotable.
It's when he's on the fucking, at the beginning, when he's in the Corvette driving, he jumps off and parachutes off. He's like,
he says something pretty cheesy. Hey, let's look up like Vin Diesel's cheesy lines. But I know my favorite Vin Diesel cheesy line is like,
at a time.
No. I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters, not the mortgage, not the store, not my team and all their bullshit. For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
That's like my favorite quote.
See, I seen it. I was like, I gotta disable this shit.
I love that one.
I don't have an Instagram anymore.
Yeah, I saw that.
I said, fuck this. I'm reading about people's shit.
So there's that. And
mine's
then the
all
other one
fucked
was,
up.
this buster kept me out of jail tonight.
Yeah.
Well, you all came back to the clubhouse.
That's when they were in the club and they had the fucking ramps and shit.
What? No, that usually a Triple X.
Oh, the Triple X, they said
I'm talking about, no, Fast and Furious.
Oh, that's like, similar.
Really?
Yeah, well, the cop busted him or whatever.
Oh, he turned on the guy, turned on the cop. Yeah. Anyways, man, that's an hour, bro. I think we should call it. That was fun.
Next time we're going to make a list. We'll make these episodes better for you. I'm actually smart. I'm not dumb. I'm done right now.
All right. Rocky Faith.
T-Sack, weekly whack like it's in bed.
Signing out.
Life comes to you. You attract what you are. If you're a down, deadbeat kind of guy, you attract that. If you're an optimistic, positive kind of person, stuff comes your way. I guarantee you. I've done it both ways. Whatever you think about the most, you become this. Whatever you think about most, you get. Don't let life take you down. Get up. Beat it up. Kill it. Get up. Just get up. Keep going. Bodybuilding really is a perfect way to build oneself, one's understanding of oneself. Bodybuilding makes your life better.